How's it going out there, everybody? It's your boy DJ Cash, your resident wrestling ranger right here. And yes, I did just call myself that, and we're hoping that it sticks. Just bear with me. It is the WWE main event recap show here. Of course, this was July 16th, 2020. In case you want to see if you can find this. Again, if you're probably asking yourself, why in the world are you reviewing this show? You're probably not going to want to see it for yourself, but I am going to plug the show here as we go on and as I keep going. But yes, we had two matches, of course, like usual. Thank goodness they're not doing that stupid one match and everything is just recaps. That first show that I reviewed, I was like, if this is what I'm going to get, we may need to rethink. But thankfully, we're back to the two-match format. And the first match of the night was actually Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler's first match, apparently, from what I've gathered, what I've been able to gather. Yeah, this is her first, televised match of any kind since the WrestleMania match against the man Becky Lynch. And she took on Jem. Man, I am hoping I got this name right. Jessi Kamea. Yes, it was Shayna Baszler versus Jessi Kamea. Welcome to radio or podcast form, people. And yeah, again, this is Shayna Baszler's first match back. Not really too much here to really talk about. Honestly, when I heard Shayna Baszler's music at the start of the show, I was like, this is going to be a 1-minute squash. I will have nothing to say. And it's funny, this match still went like a good, it went like good 5-6 minutes at the time. And again, seeing Shayna Baszler back in the ring was just so good. It's a shame that Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I'm pretty sure, as you all know, I'm pretty sure you have all seen the reports that he doesn't get Shayna Baszler, and no offense, but it's like, if you see the style that Shayna Baszler does, it's like, why would he really get Shayna Baszler? He just wasn't a big fan, but apparently I heard that she returned this past Monday Night on Raw. Apparently cut a bad promo from what I heard. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to comment on that one. But if she's back on Raw, good. And this was her WWE main event debut. Hopefully it's her last WWE main event review. But yeah, it was pretty much Shayna just dominating most of the match. Jessi actually got a little bit of offense in. So again, it wasn't a total squash. You let the opponent get some offense in here and there. But eventually Shayna Baszler just kills her, kept stomping on the arm like usual. And Shayna Baszler eventually makes her go to sleep. She actually did a shout out to one of her MMA 4 horsewomen in the crowd, so that was actually pretty cool keeping that continuity. And I don't even know if that was intended or not. But hey, good to see Shayna Baszler back in the ring. She looked great. And if she's back on Raw, hopefully good things come over there. Alright, we had our first actual recap of the show. The first thing that was recapped from Raw was the Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins matchup. And from what I saw, it actually looked like it was a pretty good match from what I saw. But again, it's like I said last week, I'm just not really into this Seth Rollins Monday Night Messiah thing, mainly because it's fine if a cult leader loses, but eventually he's got to get wins. Otherwise, it's like, what is he fighting for? What's he fighting for? What is he fighting for? So yeah, that's like a small issue. I will say this, I need to get my thoughts on this one. I found it interesting that the way this match was booked from what I saw, you had 3 baby faces as lumberjacks against the one heel, and they're getting on the apron. And commentary, when they were recapping this whole thing, tried to cover up by saying, well, I mean, his ghosts are coming back to haunt him. His ghosts are coming back for his sin. He's going to pay for his sins. And I'm like, it's 3-on-1. And then he gets stunned by Kevin Owens and pinned in the middle of the ring. This, of course, leads to the eye for an eye match, which is so freaking stupid. It's not even funny. It actually is funny. It's not good. It's not good. I did like the promo that Ray cut afterwards. I'll give my prediction on that one. I think Seth Rollins will actually win because I'm pretty sure we all know that Rey Mysterio has not re-signed a deal. I think as of this moment, he has not re-signed. So we will see how that goes. The next thing that we had recap from Raw was the MVP Lounge. The MVP Lounge was, of course, the number one contender. The guest was the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Dolph freaking... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I may be stealing somebody's gift, I don't care. fuck Dolph Ziggler. For anybody who knows that. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler, like, this dude, he ain't got no chance in hell at winning that WWE Championship, but I will give him this. Again, there's a reason why the company keeps going back to him. There's a reason why he's been in this company for so long, because he's an easy challenger of the month. I mean, honestly, there wasn't really much of this MVP segment, which is why I'm glad I didn't like watching it in full when it actually aired, because like literally nothing was said, nothing was accomplished. Everything was just like typical ass kissing from MVP, Dolph Ziggler. It's every talking segment that you see. And they overdo these talking segments just way too much. I don't know what their problem is. We see an MVP, not MVP lounge segment, like twice a month it feels like. A Moment of Bliss segment twice a month it seems. And a Miz TV segment once a month it seems. It's like, dude, cut it out with all the damn talking. But anyway, Drew McIntyre, of course, came down. He, of course, who McIntyre has been on this MVP lounge where it feels like 3 or 4 times. Like, it should be in canon at this point. He, of course, like, talks down to Mac. He talks down to Ziggler. He's like, look at me, damn it. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna maim you. And I'm gonna make sure that you are the reason for you not one. It was like whatever. Say, you guys get what I mean. It's like one of those like. I'm not even knocking McIntyre. It's just like those are the way his promos are always done. But I will give him this. He looked serious, and I mean, yeah, like Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre. Like, can we just get to Randy Orton for SummerSlam and just get over with this stuff? Watch the stipulation be something like a 2 out of 3 falls match because Dolph wants to have a classic match, or watch it be like he can't use the Claymore kick. I actually think that will be the step. But yeah, moving on. The second match on WWE Main Event, which is what we got the return of Humberto Carrillo against a returning Riddick Moss. Now, apparently Riddick Moss, from what I heard, he's one of the guys that has chosen not to, like, wrestle under these circumstances. Must have changed his mind, I guess, but yeah. Riddick Moss versus Humberto Carrillo. This was actually a very fast-paced match. Like, these guys did not slow down. They did not hesitate. I thought the story was great because it was like, Riddick Moss, of course, he's the former member of the Miami Dolphins, against the high flyer Humberto Carrillo, who is fast. And like, here's the thing, there's a reason why Riddick Moss is still in this company, even after what they did with him with that 24/7 championship, because he is just so fast and like he just moves. Like, it's insane. Like, it's really insane, like just how fast he moves for his size. Like, it's actually pretty good. Like, he is a good athlete. And Humberto is a great wrestler in his own right too. I just wish he'd stop losing to people whenever he's on Raw. Like, he's just the de facto babyface who gets pinned all the time. But as far as this match, like I said, it was a very good match, very fast paced. There was like one point like where they do the typical, the babyface is gonna run towards the rope, the heel does the hop. Humberto goes back up, the heel does the hop, but this time Riddick Moss was so fast, he really literally spun Humberto Carrillo like he spun him in the air like he owed him money. That's pretty much the only way I could say it. Like, of course, Humberto, he delivered some good springboard kicks off the middle rope. There is that stupid spinning arm drag where he yells and then he arm drags the dude. I don't get why he does that. It's a little ridiculous. But I mean, eventually, I actually thought this was going to be an easy win for Humberto, but no. Riddick Moss actually pinned Humberto Carrillo on Main Event 1, 2, 3. So that just shows you that they still think highly of Riddick Moss in some way, shape, form, or fashion, even after this stupid 24/7 game. I mean, he had some good matches against people like Ricochet and Cedric on Main Event a couple months back when he was the 24/7 champion. Which is funny because when they advertised this match, Tom Phillips was like, he's going to go one-on-one with the former 24/7 champion, Riddick Moss. It's like that means anything. But good for Riddick Moss. Glad to have him back in the ring. Good for him. And of course, the very last thing that we saw on WWE Main Event was the Bailey. Actually, you know what? I had not seen this video package because there was a segment where Bailey and Sasha did like a spoof tribute from the Undertaker video package. So this is my first time actually seeing this thing. I gotta say, that one line where Sasha was like, the only grand slam that they can expect is a breakfast at Denny's. I howled at that line so hard. This is coming from somebody who's not even a big fan of Sasha and Bailey. Like, I think, personally, I think the ship has sailed on these two. Like, they have good matches, which, honestly, I'll even give them this. They've been the glue, from what I've seen in the clips, of holding Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown and NXT pretty much together as far as, like, I actually think they're trumping the men's division. I'm just not that big of a fan of them. Great wrestlers. But yeah, I will say this though: the highlights that I saw from the women's tag team title match on Raw looked pretty good. Wow, get this: Bailey and Sasha versus Kairi Sane and Asuka. I mean, versus the Kabuki Warriors. Like that could be a great match, and it was a great match. Who would have thunk it? You put good workers in there, you have good matches. And of course, we all know what happens. Like Bailey and Sasha retain. I'll give my quick thoughts and my quick predictions on the two women's matches. I do think that we will see Sasha win the Raw Women's title. Bailey, of course, retains the SmackDown Women's title, and we get the two-woman power trip. Because I must say this, I find it very, very funny that everybody for months was bitching and moaning and complaining that Charlotte was everywhere. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. And I get that Bailey and Sasha probably have more leeway because they have the tag team titles, which makes sense. But I ain't heard not one person complain how Bailey and Sasha have been beating everybody and going over everybody and being on all three shows. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's why I actually think it. That's actually what I think. I'll give my quick thoughts on the on what I think the Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt swap fight like. The title's not even on the line. It makes no sense. I think Wyatt will win just so we can get to the Fiend. I do think Apollo Crews will actually retain the U.S. title against MVP. And we will see what happens at Extreme Rules. And that is it from my end. I have talked you guys as a heads off way too much. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Leave a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe to this page, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you're liking these. Let me know if you want me to change something different. That is it from my end. I am DJ Cass, the Wrestling Ranger, and I will see you around later days.